Oh no, I'm muted. Well, okay. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Today we're going to finish up Shapes. We're going to finish up Octopath Traveler, and we get to watch the PoE 1 League reveal later today. I am excited. I was saying that I looked up what was coming next here. There's 2 more Shapes, and then it ends with this nightmare shape thing on level 26. After that, it is random, like 2-layer shapes, and then there's 3-layer shapes, and then 4-layer shapes that has a chance of having this like false corner thing once you get to like level 71. So beyond this piece, this like awful combining thing won't show up till level 71, I think. But to like beat the main story of the progression of the game, there's only 3 more levels left. So we'll finish this out. And then yeah, move on to Octopath Traveler. And I guess while the next shapes I'm making come in, we can work on making this, which is going to be something, because making this is going to suck. So I guess we can start looking for where I'm going to do that. Start it right here. Well, I mean, we'll get at least the basics of this going. We need to get these coming out of here. These need painted red, which that's simple enough. Go ahead and get all this happening while we wait on this current piece to finish. There's red. Throw this in here. Had a bit of a late start today, too. I woke up right at 8 a.m. So I was like 30 minutes late. Did not sleep well. But I am here nonetheless. Okay. It's just like a matter of how do we do this? Their combined 3 option with wires. Not that I have, no. There's an item filter thing. But yeah, no. So I guess I need to cut this into 4 pieces. Maybe just cut this into 2 pieces. Did I have any cutting as part of this? Yes. This is cutting in half, outputting 2 pieces. Did I not copy that? Give me this. Copy. There we go. Okay, there we go. We completed level 23. You unlock the display. Connect a signal on wires to visualize it. Do you notice the belt reader and storage output? Their last red item? Try showing it on display. I don't know what purpose I have for these things. But we'll put a marker here. Rocket. And we'll come back to this in a bit. Our next item is this. We need a yellow circle, a white eye-looking shape. This is kind of an eye. We'll call this an eye. So we need 2 of those shapes, plus we need a circle and the star pieces opposite each other. So those are going to have to be individually made and stacked. And then colored. Those are going to be a project. So let me kind of find some of these. Actually, we really only need 1 of them. That shape shows up pretty often. I'm finding pieces. Here's one. Okay. Eye. Alright, so we need one that's turquoise, which is green blue, just not over here. I mean, it's not much closer to this one. Alright, well, here's green blue. Start there. It also looks like a bit of work. Yeah. Won't be too bad though. Like, I have the modules made for everything. I just gotta like go through the process of making it happen. And then finding said modules to make it happen. And we won't have to do any like big paint thing for it. So that's nice. And then we're going eye. Delete, move this here. Okay, there's that. We need 2 different white paints as well. There's a red down below here. Okay, so let's make 2 more of these. And then we also need 2 down here. Make white. Page. It's that one. One there. One here. So these are both turquoise. Okay, then turquoise comes into here. This one is there. Red. This is red. Okay, so we got 2 whites. We got a turquoise. We need a yellow. Red, green. Rotate this. This. Circle. Yeah, circle. I like the last step, but... Oh, come on. There's circles all over the place. Why can't I find one here? Nope, that's not a circle. Circle down there. It's too far. It feels like I might have to take what I can get here. Alright. Size doesn't matter. Okay. Where was that circle? Did I mistake the circle? Oh, there's one here. Okay. Wow. Belts. Enable belt planner? Is that... No? What is this button? Space? No, that worked me here. Here's a circle. You know what? Go from here. I don't know how to make this belt planner thing work. You know what? I'm just gonna drag it. Alright, then. Yamp that there. Ta-da! Circle. Go to spike ball. That's a mixer. We don't have a simple paint here. Neither does Bullseye. The meter? Does this have a simple paint? Yes. No. This also does, like, extravagant paint. No, there's a simple paint. Okay. Copy that. To I. Okay. Well. Alright. So there's the circle for the center. Let's see. The eye pieces are here. We'll just say there. Those, one of these. Those come out. These come out. Okay, one of these is turquoise. The turquoise for that is this. Okay, there's that one. Then need a white. My thoughts on making this somewhat compact are just like gone. I'm in the like just do it mode. All right, there's white of those. We got turquoise of those. Okay, so then this. Out here. Then we need cut 4 ways. That's 4 per second. Okay. This is really only 2 per second. Because these are trashed. Okay. This needs to get to here. This can go there to compact that. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Nope, 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 nope. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, but that's doing 4 inputs per second, so I need another lane of this. If I'm considering this properly, but 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. Now, to get all these light pieces combined, painted, all that. My white paint is right here, and I'll need a red. So this one spits this and this out here. This one turns. Go tunnel here. Fine. Here. Tunnel there. This one goes there. Combine. There's half of that. And that allows me to take this one and make this one simple. Fine. This. Combine 2 inputs, 1 output. That. Same there. This combines with this. With the normal. Alright, now this one combines with this. This piece gets painted red. Okay, paint. Nope, this is paint. That. I need red. Grab that there. This goes there. This one here. This needs rotated counterclockwise. That. No. Wait. Nope. The other. Not this. Clockwise. This is the bottom left. Okay. That gets this other white paint. Pop out of here. Send it up there. We need that. Tunnel this. Here. And this piece. And this piece needs stacked. All we have left to do is stack. And I guess we gotta rotate one of these things over there. But we're almost there. Spikeball has a stacker. There's the stacker. High piece. Oh, we still have... Oh, no, we got yellow circle. That's there. Okay. Those are stacking together. Perfect. Here's my yellow circle. Need to transport it up there. All right. This one goes in here. This one goes on top of it. Okay. So then we need to stack the white on top of the blue. The white is oriented correctly. The blue needs a rotate. Have room for this? Yeah. There's this. Going around this way so I don't got to make any tunnels. Then this needs to get up to there. Now this one needs a tunnel though. This is the bottom piece. This is the top piece. That's my spike ball line. should we break? Ooh. Maybe not quite that low. Ooh, let's verify this. Yeah. Alright. So then, that's going. That should be constantly producing 8 per second easily. The whole way through. That should just all flow. Okay, so then we're back to the rocket. Back to this mess of a thing we have to make. Pin this, so it's there. I think I just need to cut this. Let's take this shape. It doesn't matter. We do 4-way cut. I want to rotate this once. No. Rotate the other way. No, that didn't work either. Okay, well, no, we can make it work. I wanted this bottom one to be able to come out. So we can make this happen. And this doesn't matter, nor does this. Well, okay, yeah, it does. Okay, hold on. Damn, this sucks so bad. This one rotates this way, and this other one rotates 180. Okay, never mind. We're gonna... We'll get this missing half circle piece somewhere else. This one rotates this way. So all the pieces that we are gonna have are bottom left corner. Combine, combine, combine. This comes out. This does 4 per second, so we need 4 of these. Tidy this up a little bit because we might just like this might be a factory that just gets straight up duplicated. So we need 50k of these for the finish, which is a lot. This cutter makes 4 per second. So this needs duplicated as well. This is such a pain. They could have put something in the game to make this a little simpler, to be real. We got 16 per second of extra piece. Go to I. Need a stacker. How's the shapes? It's getting difficult. Very fun game. But I'm now on to making this like awful contraption to delete a piece. You like these automation games? Yeah, this one's been a blast for an automation game. Except there is... Here, it's easier to show with this piece. There is this issue where it wants you to stack like this square on here. But if I were to just take a square and stack it on here, it would be a full-size square like this square. It wants it to be a smaller square, so I have to connect this square with something else, stack it on top of this, delete one of these edges so that the small square remains, and then put the bigger circle piece back. And now I'm trying to figure out how to do that with this. And yeah, okay. Like that has been the worst part of this. Yeah, it's a bit of a mind. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So this piece is bigger. Like, this needs to be the top. The bottom piece is this. This goes on top of it. Is this correct? Is that what I want?
Oh, hey, fellas.
Yo, Trinant, thanks for the T1 subscription. I appreciate it. So my brain is like broken. Hope you enjoy the penguin emotes. I got more of those in the works. Rolling them out. Yeah, they're like early in the stages of the commission to get those made. I'm hoping to try and have them by my birthday next month. Okay, so we have this piece. I think I have this wrong. How do I do this? I actually think this needs to be on the bottom. Which means clean this out. It's not feeding anymore though, because this. And the cutters, how those work. Okay. Now that piece is bigger. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think this works. Where's this? How the hell did I do this? So, I made the bottom shape. I stacked something on top of it, cut it into pieces, broke off the piece that was bad, then restacked those pieces together, then snacked them together to make this. This is the opposite, though. The big piece is on the bottom. Also ready for the announcement today? I am. I'm very excited for that. All the stuff that I've been working on, it's like winding up for it as well, with Torchlight starting tomorrow and PoE next week. I'm ready. No, that's not the spot. Here. So I did like an opposite to it. I might have to go through this step twice. I am so baffled by this. A white circle, blue-gray circle, that's so simple. And getting this, so simple. All the shape manipulation in this one was too much when you played this. And, like, this thing up here, like, I made in a matter of minutes, honestly. We had to paint this, we had to paint this. Like, I didn't spare any space, like, wound up stacking those together. We made turquoise, and plus red into white, and then made some yellow circles. Then up here, broke these pieces off, got them split into different pieces. This one was painted red, the other one got painted white. Then we stacked those together. Like, this was all fine. We stack these pieces together, we got that other piece, we stacked all this together, we make this shape. Like this was no problem whatsoever. This was simple. The thing with this is that where you might want to like try and compact things, like you have so much space to work with. Like space is not the issue when it comes to these. Wait, is this square? Okay. Yeah, these extra squares that I drug in from down here was to make all that work. The fact that I have this in like 4 different pieces that are like different shapes and nonsense, I don't know how that really helps me a lot. My thought is, though, like I can't stack these two together because it's just going to be like putting the original shape back together from here. So then the thought is, okay, what if theoretically I remove this piece I stacked on top, right? And then I add the circle I need back into this and stack it on top of this piece. Then cut out the bottom right corner. I cut out the bottom right corner of it though, and then stacked another circle piece on it, it'd be the size of the top right piece. Okay, my next thought then. What if I took this piece and stacked it on top of another top right star piece? Then it would be there and I'd have an extra top right piece. But if I cut off the top right piece, would these still remain small? Would they still be on a second layer if I removed said second layer? Or if I removed the first layer from it in order to put the bigger piece back in? Well, that wouldn't work either if I just went ahead and stacked it on the gray and blue. Consider this. I don't see the path in my head yet. I figured the other one out. Like I found the path, and this one I just don't see the path. I don't want to just delete this, but I think that's wrong. Let me grab another red. This last piece I made is already, like, done. Give me this. Can't break hand it. Oh, okay. I didn't need that yet. I needed to. I don't need to get this on full production yet. I need to see it in action and then optimize it. So don't worry about this. Actually, give me more of this. Bring this out of here. Give me a 4-way cut. This is my top piece. Take this. Paint this red. Stack this on top of it. So it's here, but I have that extra piece. And we completed this, and we can go take a break from this. Tutorial available for this level. What did it just unlock me? I already need a tutorial for this. This is really simple, I think. Wait a minute. No, this is fine. This is simple. It's actually really easy. That's something I can do. Where's my hub? I guess... Alright, well, let's go back up to I. There was another one of those, like... not far from this. It was... here. Market... last? That's the last thing we have to make before I have to make 50k of those rocket things. Alright, this needs a rotate. Yeah, that needs to be white. We got a square? Yep, okay. Here's a square as well. A square that will need painted green. That's simple enough. No. Up here... Simple paint module. For that one, for this. Paint goes in. Squares go in. I'm gonna need 2 of these. Because the cuts, well, they can do 4 per second. I gotta split them into 2 pieces. Or that there. Okay, so we've got 2 of these. So what this needs to do, we've got a 4-way cut action that needs to happen. Cut. 4-way cut. So top right, bottom like so. Well, let's consider this then. The stacker does 2 per second. Let's say I rotate this counterclockwise. Those 2 can be stacked. I just put all this here. Problem is, which one did I just make there? That's top left, bottom right. Okay. Top left, bottom right. This one needs to be top right, bottom left. So this one needs rotate this way. Then I can combine these. I have that. Okay, no, that doesn't need to go there. I need this. And then I need a meter here. This is 2 per second. For each of those, so I need 8 of these. And then if I had a meter here, it's also 2 per second. So how was that 2 per second? This does 4 per second. Well, it's doing 2 per second based on what this can feed, I guess. Like, no matter the case, this is making 2 per second of each of these. Theoretically. I'm leaning more towards the fact that I maybe don't need the second one. Based on what I'm seeing here. This isn't full flowing at the 16 per second. So if I were to just copy this here. Now this will be a full 16 per second flowing in. Okay. Alright, throwing a kink in things by removing this from that first one. Because we're at a point where this is stuck because this one can't pot more of this top. And go ahead and delete that. This. That. No matter what, if this one doesn't come out 100% efficient, like, it's okay. Because there's no way I'm finishing the other thing before this is done. That. This one. Just combine all the like shapes. And then the idea is that these will be coming out at 16 per second, roughly, once this is all flowing together. Okay. So there's one of them. Gap. This. Combine. Here. This one. Turn. Gap. This. Combine. Whoa. That. Let's repeat that a couple more times. So then I need to get these combined. Wow, I messed that up. Tunnel there. Okay. I mean, this is 2/3 of the finished project right here. Already. Okay. Then I need to paint these white and stack it. Unless there's something that I don't know about with this. Let's hope that's not the case. Alright, well. I need a color mixer. This part I've got down. I've got my color mixing. Or red. Pull that. There. Okay, so we got yellow, I need a blue. There's that. Combine those. Throw that there. Throw this here. And then we got white. Need painted. Okay. This looks like Satisfactory game? Maybe. Never played Satisfactory. Alright, so then let's come up here, find a stacker. Now, this is where I find out like something's gonna go wrong here, I bet. I got a bad feeling. I'm reminded of the fact that it offered me a tutorial video for this. Which has me kind of nervous, actually. Okay, so this is the top piece. I think I just stack on this. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it's fine. How's it going, B and Boolin? Let's see. Now I just need to connect this out here and then break another one of these. And just feed this down the same line. Oh, gotta go under this. This was simple, just as like I thought it would be. There we go. Now, might take a minute to find out if it's actually running at full speed through the whole process. It's looking pretty right to me. Like, this was what I was worried about right here. If I were to throw a meter on this. Yeah, it was showing me like a 1.9. This is showing 15.9s. Correct. They move so fast, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on that. But I think those are going at max speed. And they're almost here. Unlock virtual processing. Alright, so we need 25k of those. And then back to the level 26 project. Alright, so we made it to this point. So I guess what I need to know now on this, if I cut this into 4 parts, these wind up as their large pieces again. So, yeah, damn. Maybe this virtual processing thing I'm about to unlock will allow me to just do this. Maybe. This says it unlocks virtual processing. I don't know how to do this. Like going through the process in my head and I can't see it still. So if you haven't seen what is going on here, I can run through this again. I have this shape. But what I need is this top corner to be this size, but the other three pieces to be a level above in the stack. But there's nothing for them to stack on. This is an empty layer there. We've done this before. Down here. But in this case, the small piece, there's one small piece on top and three pieces on the bottom, so I was able to stack this small square with a small square over here, then cut out this top right square, add the big square back in. Like I was able to figure that one out. That one was okay. But this one doesn't have the larger base on the bottom. So I've considered a couple options here. Like I was gonna try and like break it into pieces and then just like stack a piece on top of here to be able to break off this like bottom edge, but in the end these pieces would wind up remaining the same size, so that didn't seem like it would work. So then I was thinking, well, what if I just like stack a piece on top, or stack this on top of the piece like it was, and then I just need to remove this extra piece. But these still come out the normal size. So when I would be like in the stack this back together situation, it doesn't remain the smaller stacked size. It's back to its original normal size. So the idea that I had here was that these would retain their size as it being a second layer. so that I could stack that. I just don't know that that's going to work. Right. So eventually, yeah, like level 26 is the last level. I was looking at this. Can you make them smaller piece by piece? I don't know. Everything machines. The wires update and the ability to build everything machines or make anything machines. Capable of producing any kind of shape because the machine will have to deliver large quantities of shapes. The 4 cardinal directions of the hub in order to keep the machine producing. Okay. Okay, yeah, this seems too much. Upgrades. What am I thinking about? Virtual processing. What does this give me? Virtual cutter. Virtual cutter is a wire layer building that displays the following object, cutting into 2 halves inputted from the following shape. The wires outputted from the virtual cutter are the outputted shapes that are cut, making use of other type of buildings that can go through the virtual cutter. We got a virtual rotator. Virtual stacker. Virtual stacker is a wire layer building that simulates a stacker, fusing the shapes you input. If possible, otherwise stacking the right input on top of the left input. This might be that might be actually what I need. Could it be the case that you simply need to have the base circle there before you layer the red pieces? You're saying like this base circle? So you're saying, like, what if it's already a stack, then? We could try that. then do this. We would have this. Put this in here. So what I need then is this, have this piece stacked on top of it. Then stack this here. No, I didn't do it. So there's still that floating layer there. I've thought about, like, what if I, like, built it piece by piece? Let's say I had half of it. Like, it feels like it'd be like an infinite loop of, oh, I need to delete this corner. Well, let's consider something else then. Let's say that this is a circle, theoretically. And I stacked that on top of this. This is like my white circle. No, it still puts those pieces on the layer 2. Level 26. This shape matches the shape you need to produce to upgrade from tier 8 to tier 9. You should make sure you've upgraded everything to tier 8 before proceeding from here. Many people struggle with this level. A common problem is that if you cut stacked shapes, parts that are not welded together will drop to the first level. Spoiler warning, if you don't want to ruin your fun with the game, try to figure out stuff for yourself. The wiki is spoiler warning me on this. And this has been rattling around my brain for 3 days. I don't know. Have 100k blueprint shapes stored in your hub. Another Steam achievement. Difference between stacking and welding. So, if there's an open space for it, basically, it's welded. So, like, this stacked, but this welds together. So this, like, makes a, like, base layer shape because there's the open spot. And then putting this on top of this welds the layer 1 here into the layer 2 on this to make the, like, original star shape there. So that's basically what it means. Like, if there's open space for stuff, it'll get, like, welded into one piece. But, like, we've known about this shape for days. For real. And my thought was, like, if I have to make this shape, I'm quitting the game. Prior to today. But this is the last thing to, like, beat it. Like, beating level 26 is, like, beating the game, and then it just goes, like, RNG shapes from that point on. So, like, this is the final shape. So, okay. If a shape is welded under one side of the white circle, what will happen to the welded shape when you push the white circle up by welding everything onto yet another shape? I think that's what we just tried. I think that is literally what we just attempted here. And it just stacked them together. Because we simulated the white circle with the upside down jellyfish. And we stacked that on a 2-layer shape. What will happen to that welded shape if you push the white circle up by welding everything onto yet another shape? The shape is welded under one side of the white circle. What will happen if you stack this shape over another 2-layer shape that fits under the other side? So though it welds layer 2. The red layers, 2 and 3, can be created almost in the same manner as the shape's logo was created, except that instead of welding everything together at the end, you need help from the white circle to prevent certain parts from falling down. The order in which these parts are melded is important. sometimes just to give you a part of the answer now that I looked at it myself. Well, like, let's see. Over this shape. That only gets you the bottom right. Oh, well, no, it's making it upside down. Okay, so it's making this stack. And then when you delete the right side of it, this top left corner or circle piece stays floating in that case from cutting. So that maintains the two layers on that piece. Well, this is more what I was trying to do. So, okay. So this is along the lines of what I'm trying to do, but you have to make this stack, and then like stack the white circle is important because it creates another level. And then when you cut this stacked piece and keep the existing thing like we did for the logo, it'll stack to that raised layer rather than the bottom layer. Oh, what a mess that is. Whole bunch of new buildings which allowed you to simulate the processing of shapes. You can now simulate a cutter, rotator, stacker, and more on the wires layer. For this, you now have 3 options to continue the game. Build an automated machine to create any possible shape requested by the hub. Build something cool with wires. Continue to play normally. Whatever you choose, remember to have fun. Tutorial available. So it's going to use the new things. It's like... I'm at the point where, okay, I've seen the solution. I get it. It's wonky and dumb. Maybe we go finish Octopath Traveler. So it's just like, again, we're at this point, and just stick to my original thought. I'm not making that shape and leave. It's just like, nah. I think that's where I'm at here with this. Because that's a giga tedious. Like, it's definitely possible. It's in here. Last campaign shape for a reason, yeah. But then, like, with the free play, I closed that. With free play, like, it's... I don't think it'll do that to me again until level 76 plus. And then we just get randomized shapes. And that sounds fun. Sure. But I don't like this missing piece layered nonsense. And look at this. Randomized shape. How nuts would it be to make that? Like, that's a challenge for sure. That'd be kind of cool. Well, that's a pretty simple random shape. But yeah, like, I can see myself having a lot of fun playing around with, like I need something to kill some time. Like, we'll do random shape. Sure, but yeah, and like this one has some weird missing layer pieces in it, but there's enough here. It's not like we need a floating layer in this piece. Like, in the real world, this shape is not constructible. It's floating. Like, that top layer is floating on this. So it's just kind of like you're playing with a bug in the game. It's like, nah. And then there's also, like, even if I was able to build it, I'm not getting all this in here within 30 minutes, which is when I need to, like, make sure I'm switched to Octopath Traveler anyways. So we're just gonna say GG. Shape's done. It's a 2D game. Why bring up the real one? It's making a stack. That's a 3D object. Like, it's making you make a part that stacks on an invisible layer. Alright, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream there, as we've been doing, to make it easier to get to the Octopath VOD, so I can have, like, a whole playlist of the full Octopath playthrough. I probably won't end stream when I switch into PoE. That'll just be at the end of my Octopath playlist. That's fine, because we're at the finale of this. But for those of you watching on YouTube, want to watch Octopath, I'm going to make a new stream that will be live here in just a few minutes. I will